Yes, so welcome to another episode of my weekly visual journal, in which I share exactly what's happening behind the scenes in building a business all the way from the start. And this week is just a slow and simple week, so let's dive straight into it. If you don't know what I'm building Founderspace, which is a community for early stage founders that really want to grow and get to the next level, but don't want to do this alone. Right. So, firstly, I will share the numbers with you for this week. So, currently, the applications are 120 applications, which is up 10 from last week. Then the member count is still at 11, and the revenue for this month is at 5.4k euros, and the followers is at 798, which is up 44 from last week. So if we dive into exactly what I worked on, I actually worked on three things. So the first thing was doing a lot of content. So this is working on the content for ads, but also some organic content. So yeah, I've been mainly focused on that. And then some of the things that happened, like one of win of the week, is that finally the new VSL is live, and the first founder story ad was also posted last week, which I'm really happy about. I'm really happy to have this out, and yeah, curious to see how it will be performing over the next few weeks. The other thing I worked on is making the whole planning for the Sri Lanka Founder House, which will be happening next month already in May. So that's what I've been mainly working on. So some lessons I learned from the last house is that I really want to make it more structured. So it's really like a structured and facilitated experience that you get. And what I noticed is that some people still came in expecting that they can just choose their own schedule and just more live together. But now for the next one, it's really going to be, all right, this is the planning. You're expected to follow it. And this is also with the goal in mind that it will get the most out of you. So really excited planning all of this. And now seeing if that can make even more progress, because the last house was already amazing, but I feel there's like so much more room to make this experience even more transformational, even more, get more out of an experience like this. And if we then go to the personal pursuits, and an interesting insight that I had was from a podcast from Joe Hudson. I absolutely love Joe Hudson, but it's that most of us don't allow to feel our emotions. So we kind of said to ourselves, or we kind of learn along the way, that next, like the negative emotions like anger, frustration, feeling stress are bad, and that you're not allowed to feel them, so you push them away. And this creates this loop in which all the emotions we don't try to feel, it creates actually the situation in our life the whole time that like this emotion comes forward to feel. So if you don't want to feel anger, you're just gonna still be like in a little bit of anger the whole time, and you're gonna create situations in which anger is gonna arise. But if you then every time push it away, it's just this surface level frustration, anger, and it comes in other things like passive aggression, etc. So what it's really about is when an emotion comes up, welcome it, be open to it, and try to allow to fully feel it. So if you're anger, actually fully express your anger, because then it will be released. So what I like to do is hit a pillow sometimes, and then afterwards I feel way better. So I think, yeah, this is a very interesting thing to also look at yourself and like what kind of emotions am I not fully feeling, and just whenever it comes up or I'm anxious, just fully go into it and welcome it. Right. Then still I'm surfing every day, which I'm loving. I'm making so much progression, and yeah, I'm absolutely obsessed. And now the next week focus. So there's actually going to be three things I'm going to be focusing on. So the first one is that I'm going to finish up this whole batch of organic content. So I have a lot of content, and I'm now batching it. So for the next 2-3 weeks, I don't have to work a lot on content. So that's already, it's going to work on that. And then I'm also going to review some of the sales calls, which I didn't get to last week. And then also start on the new lead products, like the new smaller products, like the smaller offers for Founderspace. So the main thing is just the content. That will be the main focus for the whole week. And then the other things are more like if I have some time left. But this is the main focus. And then next week, the week after, I will be really dialing in on these smaller products. That's the focus for now. But yeah. So then the question is, what emotions are you avoiding to fully feel? Yeah, pretty curious to know. And just an interesting question for yourselves to ask. All right. Thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you guys next week.